Hello.
Good evening. Look at all the cards we're going to show tonight using one bundle. So I think that's really fun. I love doing that because I love just having time to chat over different styles and kind of what you can do with one thing, because you can take those ideas and use them with others. So welcome, Joan, museum volunteer. I love that. I love having a museum volunteer on here. That is wonderful. Deborah, Susan, a bunch of you. Love it. A couple quick announcements. Stampin' Up! Is having just a one-day stamp sale on Thursday, it'd be Wednesday, the 19th. That'd be in 2 days. That'd be Wednesday. I better get
Today's
this. I better get this
so
right.
yes.
Okay. Just want you to know anything in that annual catalog, which is where this is from. Anything in here except house sets. So that's a good deal. And of course, you can use my host code if you're buying from me. If your order is 150 or more, though, don't use this. Then you get the benefits. And otherwise, you can always find this at KarenTitus.com.
So do you have it written out?
I don't know. It's summer, you guys, and it's just getting harder to do that.
I like the Volkswagen Jetta and Golf, but I didn't finish that.
Yeah, I think that's his assignment. I think he needs to do that. So we have Canadians here. We have Kathy's singing hot in Colorado mountains. Oh my goodness. It is it's weather. It's
perfect here.
It is perfect here. We're having my favorite weather, 70s, and just, perfect. But lots of hard weather all over. So my goodness. So and let me see. Tomorrow is All Good Cards Club. You can still join us. This is one of the adorable little cards we're going to be making. We're doing all kinds of things with pop-up block cards. And, you just as you have at home. So it's just like when we do our Thursday things here. So it's just very fun because we do things on a theme and then we go deeper and explore the themes. So, oh yes, Arizona. I know how we've been watching the news and how hot. So all of that is, it's going to get back into the 90s here. So our granddaughter is up at our church camp this week. So we're hoping they get warm enough weather to swim because it's northern Minnesota, because that's the only thing. She is 9 years old, and she flew here from Chicago for her first solo flight so she could go up to our church camp. Isn't that awesome? And so quick story time, throw that in. Our daughter, who lives in Chicago, Alana's mom, and her two best friends were roommates all through elementary school, middle school, high school, at camp. And they even had a name, the three something, I don't know, whatever, but they all had the same, they were all in the same cabin. They all three have 9-year-old girls. And last year when they were 8 was the first year they could go. The 3 girls are all going and continuing these, even though our granddaughter lives far away. I think that is so cool. And here's the best part. They had the same counselor that their moms had. You guys, she's like my age. She is still a counselor. And the kids love her. So kudos to her. I just think that's so fun. But we just love having a tradition like that go. So, okay, we better get started.
Can I say one other story? We were out for a walk today, and we heard Tim and Karen Titus.
Yes, and we met one of our followers, and I thought that's so fun. So, Becky, if you're on here, she was out with her dog, and it was so fun. We absolutely love that.
That was surprising, but very fun.
That was very fun. So, I'm sure we'll see her again. Okay, we are using... Tonight, I'm showing a whole bunch of cards with the Ink and Tiled bundle on page 95 in the catalog. And then we have the Inked Botanicals paper. And the reason I'm doing this, if you saw last week's show, we did the 8 bundles that we're doing on our card play retreat that we're just showing. I am doing card play retreat with Deb, Julie, Holly, and me. It's our second time. We love doing this. The make and takes are all going to be out of this. Now you get the PDFs for everything, but if you want to, we were suggesting if you want to actually do the make and takes with us, this is what you want. You can buy it from yourself. You can buy it from us. Doesn't matter. You can buy the card kit or you can make your own. Doesn't matter. We have both options.
We're talking about Ink and Tiled.
Ink and Tiled. But I just love this. So this is what we're doing tonight. And these are such interesting punches. So we're going to be talking about different ideas of what to do with this tonight. Oh, that is a really good idea. I'm wondering if we're sharing more of our birthday cards. Yes. We have a whole bunch more. We're either going to share on Thursday or we might end up needing to I think we can manage, but no, we have to see. If there's too many, we're going to do a separate live because we need to get caught up. We realize that. But thank you. I'm so glad you asked because it really matters. We've just so enjoyed that. So now you know
and
what
we
this
have
is.
until next May and June to do them.
No, we don't. Tim is saying the mail just isn't as exciting these days now that the rush for cards is over. He comes in and he says, "Oh,
Karen,
at the first
none, zero.
I know
nothing.
The first day with nothing, he came in and said, "Well, Karen, it's over." And I go, "What's over?" He goes, "The birthday cards." So it's that hilarious. So if you ever wonder how much they mean, just they just let you know. So okay, we're going to look first at some cards that just use the stamps and the paper. I think this is stunning. Look at that as the single stamp. I think this is so pretty with it just has that watercolory look kind of built in. These are absolutely stunning. And then this is background paper switched. I think this is, and this is just cute. She's got just the note and she's done the inside. So this is from Lori Krause. I'm going to hold them up so you can see them, because I love comparing and contrasting. This cute card is Angie Leach. So this is the basic 3 strips that we talk about a lot. I just think that is so pretty. And you see there's the same flower, but now it's just on a small circle with the hello friend right over it. Isn't that cool?
It's very cool.
So it's a very soft look. So that is good.
Just wait. You know what I'm going to be looking for?
No, what are you going to be looking for?
I am going to be looking for this.
And
I don't know if it's going to get used, but I just think
I don't know if it is either.
No, don't go ahead.
No, okay, I won't look ahead. We'll see.
I'll get excited when it shows up, if it shows up. But what a nice accent.
The other thing that's really fun about this set, because they fit into this punch, these words. You've got just a note, lots of love, thank you, hello friend, happy birthday. And they all fit a punch, which is really fun. Okay, so that's those 2. Next, look how pretty this is. This is Lisa Bowell. And those are the flowers. Is that just beautiful? So this is direct to stamp. So you'll use your markers, not your blends, because they're permanent. You want to use the Stampin' Right markers. Use them right on the stamp and then stamp. And I think, again, that is gorgeous. Love how she's done the ribbon across there. And then
I got a proposal.
Yeah.
If you set me up with ink and paper and that, I will make a very unique card.
Okay, he has an idea. You're on. You are on. Now, this is Marcia Gay, and I think what's fun about this is very similar to the last 2 cards I showed. Look how it's tone and tone, but do you see how just part of this is on a small circle?
Yep.
I just thought, how cool to see it again. And I love that this is 3 sizes of circles. And then she did the whole just monochromatic inside. So this is a very monochromatic card, and they are just both gorgeous.
Very nice, Marcia. I like that.
Oh, Tim, I should do that as an advertisement. Renee Duchesne sent me a card. She's going to be my guest. Do you know where it is out on that? See if you can see it on the.
Okay.
And otherwse, you can talk about the.
She pointed in the direction to her workroom, but she.
You know what? Why don't I run, and Tim, you can talk about this card while I'm gone. You can talk about these 2 cards.
What a big assignment she trusts me to. Okay, just a note from Sandy Reese. That is beautiful. I love that. I love the colors. Oh, she found it so quick. I'm talking about Sandy Reese, so you just sit down over here.
Okay. We could swap, but he has trouble reading the comments, so that's all. We'll do it this way. Okay, this was Sandy Reese.
Yep.
What fun, unusual colors. Well, am I doubting him? Yeah. But I think, do you see how she's done just a little bit darker right in there?
Yep.
In the middle. Very cool. And the leaves are on the background, tone on tone.
Very nice colors.
Oh, and this one actually does have the stamp. I was leaving those out for other things. So here you can see the thank you stamped right on the punch. Opens like this. This is Stephanie Flack.
Ooh.
Great cards.
Nice.
And there's so many interesting colors in this too. Okay, I'm going to have a little advertisement at the end, and I have a dynamite card from Renee who's on here. So we'll talk about that in the end. Okay, this is really cool. This card, I just love little accents in the front, is from Chris Smith. So it's a Z-fold card, folds in half and half again. And that's really interesting. I'm not even sure where this is one of the new dies, I think, that just does a little background. See how cool that is? Yeah. And then she's taken this die and stamped in a really light color, the words over it. I just love how this works with everything. It is just so pretty. And then Connie wants to see you do a card with Hey Chuck. I haven't get Tim designing here yet. So, oh, and look how fun. So look how these both work. This again is colored right on the stamp, and this is monochromatic, and they're just both wonderful. This is Rhea Hughes, and they're using the same paper, but I thought, isn't this interesting? A strip of paper and some embossing right behind there. So those are beautiful. Then our next one.
And can I just say that that ribbon is a perfect accent?
Yes.
It really is.
The ribbon, and if you get the card kits to go, the ribbon and some gems. We have a whole, everything you need for all the cards is in it. So it's just kind of fun. But here's another fold card where it's folded and then flipped over. I think that's sticky. It must have been glue thing or something. But here again, how pretty is that?
I could have been eating honey and looking at them.
You could have. And this one has lost its name. That means it's been shown before, because sometimes they lose their names afterwards. I love this paper too, and it is so. Oh, here's one more showing the paper. I love the colors in this paper. They're very unusual. It's like Lost Lagoon, Calypso Coral. They're interesting together. I think they're really fun.
That's paper. So she didn't.
This is paper.
Change the color all those times.
No, and she's just taking two of those colors and putting them there. And do you see how she's got the words here? The thank you and twisted. So it's the same punch, but it's just twisted. So we're going to look at different ways of doing that. And this is Sandy Carlson. And then this is beautiful. This is Leanne Graff. And this is a twisted easel fun fold like that. And I love how she's using this little flower, which just totally fits to hold it up. Is that
made with just paper? It looks like it's wet and it's wrinkled.
It's crunkled and kind of put around. Yeah. Isn't that pretty? So it's very vintagey looking. But I think that's just really fun. And then, I was thinking I'd shown that. Okay. Now we're going to move into cards that use the punches. I guess I already showed you some, but here's another way of, I love to do these side by side, because you see how she's got two layers here. This one just has one and then just the note, but do you see how this is part of that punch? It goes from corner to corner. She's just cut off the top and bottom. I love that. You've got the perfect little note to just go right across. Yes, and the whole texture of this is just so pretty. This is Kathy Miller, and she did a little on the inside. And then we're going to look at this one. This one is Darla Watson. A couple things. I love her. She's done her background, kind of that watercolory background. And then notice how she's got this side by side. Yep. So you see those punches. There's that.
That's not being used very much.
Well, and that's what's being used.
The other one.
Yeah. But you see how that's cut off and cut off to be the middle.
I got it.
See? Cut off. So see how they fit together? I think that's really, really cool. So here's another one very similar to that. It's actually, totally similar. And this is Darla Watson. It's the same person. And that's always fun because you kind of see a style, and we'll often I love doing several cards out of one stamp set when I'm doing it. And so the differences are, she's got the same layout even, but here she has stamped the words on there instead of adding a layer. So you just pick the lighter one, and then she's got the vellum. And I love this color blocking technique. I just think when you do solid colors like that is just so pretty.
What's the alternative to totally similar?
Different?
Karen says it all the time. What did you say? Similar but different?
Oh, I don't know. Okay.
Something. You say.
Now check out this one, and we have three. There you can see how they fit in, and none of these is higher than the others. These are all popped up. And so she's got, this is that same ribbon, but you see how it's just shredded? So it's a little bit of easily just shreds apart like that.
That's very cool.
And the words are there, kind of over that. I think that's really cool. This is Natalie Travis. And then here's another one. This is with that new dye that looks very quilted or sunrays or whatever. And then you'll see this one's done more in the Lost Lagoon Pool Party. And this one is more of the Calypso Petal Pink. They're just pretty. So hello, friend. So this is the one popped on top of the other. Oh, and look at her inside. So this is Sharon Bulk. And look how soft that is. That's like a watermark. And then the words put over
Happy
it.
birthday. Now, what is this?
It comes in the die. Isn't that cool? So do you see how these all put
really
together? They can be put on bunched together like this, or you can leave a little space in them.
Huh.
So it's a very, very cool look. Oh, and check out this one. Here we have another with 3 in a row. This way they're going sideways, and the middle one is popped up. I just love how there's all these little differences. And isn't this cool? How that's stamped all around the edges. This is Sharon Bulk again. And I showed, look what we found.
Oh my goodness, Sharon.
That's the first card. So Sharon, thank you.
Sharon, you win a prize.
She did. She used that. And I said, I didn't know.
I was hoping that nobody would, but I'm glad you did.
Vicky said she's so glad she got this, even though it's yet another flower stamp. You know, I agree. I think something about this, between using the punches and the words and the gorgeous flowers and leaves, I think it's very unique. And I think anything to do with leaves, I think is also great for masculine cards, nature cards. So I think it really is an awesome.
Sharon, I'm going to dedicate the card I make to you.
Okay. Okay. And then, this one's fun. This is Janice Charbonneau. So you'll see how she punched this out and then she stamped. It's very faint, but you can still read it. Hello, friend. That's on the inside. So it's a whole different look. And then when you open it, she's got the happy birthday on this. So she's using a couple of those. So see the part she popped out.
And she used it inside.
And then she used it out on the inside.
Whoa.
And put the happy birthday. Isn't that fun? It's like, where's the missing piece?
We found it.
Ta-da! This could also be a fun idea to put in the back of the card with your name on, made by. Oh, I love that idea. I think that's really fun. And then we have this one, which is a pull-out card. Oh, isn't that fun? This is Cindy Westernick. And notice that. Can you see how that is done?
Yeah.
She has made this, folded over, and made a pull-up tab. Is that clever? So this could go this way too and be a pull-out. Oh, you're going to see me use this because I thought that is really clever.
Explain. I don't understand.
Okay, let me see if I have a
recipe.
Let me see. I have a little piece of paper here. So I'm going to punch this.
Okay.
Now it'll catch me because we'll see if it is right. Look at this.
Oh.
Now is that cool? Because so it goes on the front and the back, and it's your pull tab.
Woo.
I think that is very clever and useful. So that is an awesome idea.
Very nice.
Now this one is also very clever. This has the Hello Friends, and then we have the other punch going out this way. So it's using several of them, but again, in a whole different way, and pops up like this. And this is Amy Jordan. And then this happy birthday card, that was personal to me, from Ann Telecki. Okay, I love this. This is a quilt card, and look at how pretty that is. I haven't even studied how she did that, but she's got the corners here. Anyway, it's gorgeous. Really, however it's done, it's gorgeous. Patchwork. Okay, and you want to see my favorite? Well, I've got 2 favorite cards coming up, but I have to show you this one. This one is stunning. It's been sitting on my mantle. It's another personal one, and it's been sitting on my mantle, and I've had a lot of you have asked, what is that card from? This was made by Julie Heitz, who is one of the 4 people I'm doing the retreat with, and she is the quilt card player, but she used the punches to make this amazing quilt. So I love, when we do our retreat, I'd love to have you follow all of us. We have all that information up, but I thought that is with that. And this is just absolutely stunning.
That is.
So I just want, okay. And then here, Jean says, now all of us will be making pull tabs. You're right. I know. I think that is, I just love it. And then I have one more. Joan said she's noticed it on the mantle. And now I switched my mantle because I took these down. Look at this amazing watercolor card. This is from Renee Duchesne, who's on here. Renee is also on my team. So I asked her, and she happens to live in Minnesota. So I asked if she would come over and teach this to me a week from Thursday for our Create With Us Live. So this is a sneak peek preview. We're going to all work on this together. So I will have her send me the list of what we need to create along. And you guys know you can use your own colors and stuff. It's just going to be, and you can use your own stamp set. But I think this is stunning. And I love how we have all these splashes, all these. Oh, and Tim.
Oh my goodness,
you made his
way
day.
to go, Renee.
So that's a sneak peek for coming up from a week from Thursday. So you guys won't.
2 people.
You won't want to miss that. I think, on Thursdays, I like to do a variety of techniques, fun folds, and what's the third one? Quick cards. Quick cards. This week, we're doing another fun fold. If you're on my email list, which you want to be at KarenTitus.com, you get tomorrow you get the supplies. So you can come create along with us. It's always fun. I look forward to that. So now you've seen a sneak peek for what to have. You're going to want watercolor paper for this one. I know that. And a lot of the other things, you'll be able to use what you have. So this is fabulous. I just love that you guys spend this time with us. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to be hanging out with a bunch of you tomorrow for All Good Cards Club. I just love that we have fun just hanging out together. And then it is a week from this weekend. That is the card play online retreat. So there's still time to sign up for that too. So, perfect. Oh, Sharon's telling me I forgot to put the supply list for the last session tomorrow. Okay, I'm on it. When I get off this, it's all good. Thanks, you guys. We love you. Let me know if you need anything. And remember that stamp sale in 2 days. Bye.
Goodbye.